Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome to episode 20 on Project Ozone 3. I can't believe it's already 20 episodes. It feels still so new, this series. Before we continue with our wood today, I did a lot of crafting. I want to set up a little bit of an automation for all of these things here from Actual Editions. The Diamantine, Emeradic, Inori, Restonia, Palace, and Void Crystals, because I don't want to craft those by hand anymore. I did a bunch earlier. And I'm like, why am I doing this by hand, right? So, and I came up, I think, with a pretty cool little system here. Actually, back here, we're going to put the vacuum chest. That's going to pick up the items. Then right here, I made a second one. I still have the manual one upstairs. But I wanted to have a second one here of this atomic reconstructor. And we are going to set this with a redstone torch to pulse. And then lastly, we're going to put this entity detector right here from random things. Now, usually, you know, when you use this here, most people put a pressure plate in front, right? But the problem is that if I automate this and I order a bunch of these, it's going to drop them in one by one. If I have it set to pulse and it lands on this pressure plate, it's going to trigger it. But by that time, the next regular redstone is already dropped, for example, right? So that pressure plate will not trigger again. And that's when I thought of using an entity detector right here. So we're going to set this thing up here just to a radius of 1. It doesn't need to be very big. And over here, we set this to items only. And the normal output is inverted. What that does is, right now, without entities, there's actually a redstone signal coming out, right? And we're going to bring this over here. And we're going to use a timer from RF tools, and the timer, when you check this right here, pauses when it receives a redstone signal. And I'm gonna probably turn this here to like 3 seconds, so 60 ticks. So if this does not get a redstone signal, it's going to every 3 seconds gonna send out the pulse and activate this atomic constructor because it is set to pulse. All right, so now the other thing is we're gonna have to do is how am I going to do this? Oh yes, like that. I got to remove these two. And we're going to use an Actual Editions precise drop or precision dropper pointing downwards. And this thing right here doesn't have any redstone settings. So if I put anything in here, it will just automatically drop them, right? And that's what I want. If you get something, drop it. On top of that, we're going to put our ME interface. And we need to wrench that to pointing down, so it puts the items into here. And into this one, we're gonna put our recipes that I made. So, ME system now knows if I need to craft one of these, send me a diamond, right? And it's gonna put it into here, and that drops it onto here. The entity detector sees, hey, there's entities here. We'll turn the redstone off, and this will pulse. Now, lastly, we need to use this here, big item filter. I needed to make this because the regular item filter from Ender.io can only have 5 items. So I needed to make a bigger one, and now I have all 6 items in here. So this makes sure that I don't pick up the redstone if I drop it here, or anything else, right? It won't pick this up. And we can also make this radius a little bit smaller. We really just need 1, and we can see with the range, it just goes right there. Good, and then I probably want to cap this off. Let's get a piece of glass. Let's get you right here. Like that. So this should work. And I put this over here because I have 32 channels over here right now. And I don't think I need ever this many in this area for wood. So we can set this up. So now that it's here, let me turn off my item dislocator. Oh yeah, I still need to give this power. So we're just going to put a power cell here that we're going to need as well. In a minute. Oh, I had a card in here. Interesting. So I have 1 card extra. That's okay. All right. So let's just leave the rest in the inventory here. So now we can... Did I turn off the magnet? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead. And sorry if you guys can hear a train horn. I live in a city where there's a lot of trains going through all the time. And sometimes we just hear it. So let's go ahead and Actual Editions. I also taught the system how to make blocks. I could have also said, you know, turn the blocks into the Actual Edition version, but I did it the other way around. You guys see I crafted a bunch of this stuff up. But let's go ahead and order like... What? Why can I not middle mouse click here? What? Is this not... It shows 2 channels. Wait a second. Oh, where's my elevator here? What's going on? So I see them here? What? Why does it not show me the rest of the items? What is going on right now? I made a mistake earlier. I logged in on my camera account because Twitch did so I have set it up. I needed my camera account on a different pack yesterday. I don't see anything. Okay, so do I need to retie all this peer-to-peer stuff? Yeah, these tanks are all full as well. That is interesting, and I broke the security terminal, right? Because you know, if you play in first person, I just didn't notice that I was on the wrong character. But I can access it. Okay, so that just tells me that it looks like I need to reset all of these peer-to-peer tunnels. Let's check this here first. So let's do this one. Is coming to here. Here. So if you remove a security block one time and then place again, wow, I had no idea. That is I gotta pay more attention to this. That's a big pain in the butt. So that is our one peer-to-peer, and then of course we also have to go over here to our mob farm. So let's do this one, and that's gonna come to here. All right, and then this one. To right there. I'm gonna probably have to defragment my... Maybe I have to defragment my drives. I'm not sure. But let's see. Yes. Okay. So now if I middle mouse click here. Okay. So now I have access. So that was the problem, apparently. Well, lesson learned. So let's order 10 of these. Oh, I gotta click on actually start. There we go. After 3 seconds it pulsed. Let's order like 10 of these as well. Okay, you guys see, there's 1 ingot that was left over, but then because it pulsed again, because this item entity detector right here, still noticed that there's iron ingots laying here, so that's cool. And I'm sure you guys noticed I forgot to return these items from the vacuum chest actually back into the ME system. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to disconnect this, and it's going to pump out of here. The items are still sitting in here, yes, and we're just going to say always active. And now they're going back into the ME system. So now I actually don't have any problems with the crafting recipes being stuck. Let's check here real quick. Yeah, they're all done. Okay. So now we're going to make another pattern, and that is actually for the empowered diamond and crystal block. I'm going to set up all the other empowered things later, but they're all going to be in the same principle. You're just going to make sure that you have all these items. I need one of these to take with me. So there we go. So I have all these items, and we can take this pattern with us. And now we're going to set up the empower automation, because I actually just want one diamantine crystal block, or empowered version, to build a machine. But you know, once you make it, it's better just to set it up. Let's see, we're just gonna put this here. It needs to have 2 spaces in between. So okay, so let's go ahead and this is gonna be right in the light. Right here it will work. Okay, good. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on. I lost one. That's fine. So in middle, and then I think it is 2 spaces, right? And then comes the display stands? I think so. I can never remember that because you set them up, you know, maybe once a series and that's it. But I'm pretty sure it's 2. So good. And now we're gonna run this with XNet, because this is gonna make it a lot easier than setting up a bunch of filters. Well, we're still gonna set up filters, but it's just much easier with XNet to me. And we can also use one cable to power the display stands and so on. So this is all here. And we're gonna put our 4 display stands, blam, and here, and then I'll just go ahead and close up this trench already. Oh, wrong block. I need the facade. Duh. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead. And it does not connect the textures, but that is fine. At least it is covered up. And, well, but this is a full block anyway. These are not tile entities, the cables. So you cannot fall through it anyway or lose items. And then we put the Empower in the middle. And now we're just gonna have to go ahead and do something. This is not gonna have any problems, I hope. Yeah, no, it should be fine. I was worried about the redstone signal, so we're gonna put one there. And let's put one... Yeah, let's put it right here next to this. That's fine. So we have our XNet controller right here. Again, well, let's run the cables first. Bam, bam, bam. To here. Oh, I need another one. Do I have any more? I have one more connector, which is enough. Yes. So we're gonna put this here, put another connector there, and we're gonna close this up first. Still again the wrong block. Alright, and now we put our crate right here. And we're gonna put another item interface right there. A blam pointing downwards. And run this cable. Let's run it this way. Into here. And this is where we're gonna put our pattern. Good. So I'm gonna need this for a second because I need to charge it first. You always need to give it a pre-charge. That is good enough. You don't need to fill it. Okay, so first channel we're gonna set up is energy. We are going to extract from the power cell and we're gonna insert into ourselves on a priority of 10. I'll always like to put the XNet controller higher than everything else because if this thing runs out of juice, all logic dies, right? And then the other ones here can all just have regular priority. All right, there we go. And they're filling. Okay, so they're all full. The next we're gonna do is our insert. So item, we're gonna extract from the storage crate. You don't need to set it to stack because you only pull out one item at a time. And, oh, I forgot, of course. I do need a XNet connector here. Because I also need to put something into the Empowerer. Right there. Alright, yes, now it shows up, okay. But it doesn't need power. So, extract. So, insert is the one on the Empowerer is always going to be the main block. So, in our case, it is the diamantine crystal block. And then the other ones, it doesn't matter in what order they do. You do them as long as you spread them apart. These items, because I need 2 of these clay balls. And then over here, the light blue dye. And you guys see we have 18 filter slots on each one of them. And there's, what is there? I think there's only 8 empowered things you can make. So everything is here. And then when this is done, we need to extract on a different channel from the Empowerer and put it into does this blocking? I'm trying to figure out if this is gonna interfere with the redstone signal here. I don't think it will. So we actually need another connector because I need to send this stuff back into the ME system. So this one actually needs to move over one. Right there. And now we need to wrench it into here. And run this back up and put our pattern back in here. Good. Okay, so we're extracting from the Empowerer and we're directly inserting into the ME interface. So that's it. Very simple setup. Let me go ahead and get rid of all of this stuff because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so now that we have this in the system, we should be able to order our empowered diamantine block and see if this works. There we go. It distributed all the items and then power can keep up, no problem, right? Yes. Okay, XNet. I never know exactly how much XNet transports, but I think it's either 10,000 or 30,000 tick max. It doesn't tell you. Oh no, limited to 10,000 per tick. Okay, so our XNet has 10,000 RF a tick max. There we go. It's done, and it is back in our system. There it is. How cool is this? So now, of course, I'm gonna set up the other ones. I probably set them up when I need them. There's really no reason to pre-do all of this because some of them I might never need. But now that we have this, oh yeah, let me show you real quick here. Not sure why I'm getting framey here. I had to make the slice and splice in order to make that big item filter for Ender.io. I just wanted to point this out. Why is going on with my FPS? That is horrible. Well, hopefully we'll stabilize it. Sometimes happens here. Okay, so Action Editions. The whole reason I made this was to make one machine. Where is it? Let me, I gotta search for it. I want to make the repair right here, the item repair. So I need 4 of these, and let's go ahead and craft 3 more. And then what's the other gobbledygook that I need here? An ender casing. Oh, I need another one of these. Okay, so I need to order 1 more. So we need 5 of them. And the other stuff I already have automated. Actually, what are these? Oh, these are empowered Inori crystals. Perfect. So I'm gonna set these up as well. It's gonna cost a snowball, a gray dye, a button, and cobble with an Inori crystal block. I always make the block form because that saves you, 8 times the... Well, if you make a block, you only need it once. If you make 9 of these, you also need 9 of these products on the outside. And once I have this done, we'll go ahead and set this up. Here we go. The item repair is done. Let's go ahead and put that over here. So, what was all this for, you might ask? We are going to go back to the end for a minute, but my armor is getting very low. And I don't want to, necessarily have to use Night Slime to repair it. So I wanted to make one of these. I think I only made this once a couple years ago. But I wanted to see how well this works. And it's looking great. This is perfect. So this now I can go ahead and repair my armor so it doesn't break on me. And while I wait for the stuff, I wanted to show you guys this setup right here. Now, in order to make a lot of these wood things that I need for the setup that we have over here, for example, the advanced power cell right here, we need a power 2 book. And in order to make the premium power cell, we need to have 3 of those. And not because I have 2 setups, means I need 6 of them, which means I need 6 power 2 books and 4 power 3 books. Oh, actually, 2 power 3 and 2 efficiency 3. Now, I am lazy. So I want to show you guys real quick how I'm doing this. So let me see here real quick. Book. So I have automated power 2 and efficiency 3. So I still need to do power 3. And this is set up right there. Let's go ahead and find this. So I need a power 3, which is 60. Let's go back here. Power 3 shows 36 and 9. So what is this one here? It's power 3 as well. Okay, let's just go with this one here. So let's go ahead and get some lapis. And we'll get some flint. And what did I say now? It was 36 and 9, right? Let's double check one more time. Sorry about that. So 12, that's just 2, that's 3. So it's 36 and 9, yes. So let's go ahead and get 36. Actually, the way I did it, is I simply clicked on here. So it actually shows me the book over here. But the other thing is that you need to bring this up to 36. Otherwise, it's only going to send you materials in order to make the power 1 book. It's not smart enough to do this for you. But there we go. And now I have a power 3. All right. So now let's put this back into here. And this enchanter from Ender.io cannot be automated. I tried it. I just want to put the next piece in here. But that does not work. You cannot pump items in or out. But the way I did it is I put an interface back here. And you guys see there is... It actually doesn't show you here. But this is, I think, the power 2. This is efficiency 3. So let me switch these over. So power 2, power 3, and efficiency. And I also told it to keep solidified experience here. So if I take out a stack and eat it, it just will keep, putting a stack in there. So I don't need to get that out of the system either. And then, let's go ahead and order one power 3. Book. This is power 3. Power 2, we have 3 waiting. And I can say next and start. And the items are sitting right here. So I can just take them out and put them in here. And there's my power 3. Done. The only problem I have is, let's see if this works. Actually, I haven't tested this. If I send this back, did this now complete this crafting job? Yes, it did. Okay. If I don't put it back into the AE system through an interface or something, if I put it directly into here, it does not count as the job being completed. That's just the way Applied Energistic works, okay? So now you know how lazy I am and that I need to even make this easier for me, right? And you know what? This should be enough. I just wanted to make sure nothing breaks because we're probably going to hit a few times. And the reason we're going back to the end is to make the factory controller right here. The factory controller for the Enderdragon. And I need this Ender shard here that is fully programmed in order to do that. So let's go ahead and put our armor back on. And I already did one for the ghast in our mob farm. It's right there, the factory controller. You see mob, ghast, tier 2. You guys see I have lots of stuff waiting. But I still need to do the Enderdragon because that's what I really wanted to have, right? So let's go ahead and go over back to the end. Let's fly because this is much faster. And let's go ahead. And I think he just placed them on the cardinal directions like this, if I remember this right. Yes, okay. All right. And I don't even want to kill the Enderdragon. I just want to hit it a few times and see if this is going to be enough to fill this. It says that you need to hit mobs, right? In order to kind of tie it to that type. But then you need to kill these mobs to improve the quality, I guess, until it says fully programmed. So we're going to have to see if I can just... I might kill the Enderdragon later just so the end is empty. We can come back here without problems, right? But I don't want to kill it right now. I just want to get this done. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if I can whack this thing a couple times. What just... Oh my god. Stop for a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and eat one of these. I don't want to die. Maybe I have to get it to land. Let's go ahead and maybe... Yeah, you know, when it's down there, maybe I can hit it easier. Alright, we got the sweet spot. Are you gonna land? Do I really need to do this whole thing? Man. I didn't want to have to do all of this, but let me go ahead and just get it done and get it right. And last one. Good. Now get some. I didn't bring bottles again for Dragon's Breath, but I think we're gonna get them from Woot. I forgot. I think that this is a byproduct we're gonna get from there. Alright, now it's landing. Now I should be able to hit it a few times. I'm just gonna keep hitting it until it flies away. It does say captured mob on the bottom left. And the dragon kill. So I need to kill it. Okay. It actually said on the tooltip, in case you guys didn't see that. And the dragon kills 0 of 1. So I do need to kill this thing real quick. Okay, just... Oh man, I wish you would have stopped a little bit longer. It is now. Alright. Hopefully I can finish it off. Look at all the Endermen looking at me. Or maybe they're mad at the dragon. Alright, now you get out of here. And the egg fell next to it. Huh. Okay. And it says fully programmed Enderdragon. Very nice. We are gonna pick up this heart though. My magnet is on. Oh. Broke the torch. Okay. Can you... Did I get it? Yes. Okay, good. So let's get back home. Where is my... Oh, wait a second. Does it reform the obsidian? It looks like it ate our item dislocator. Okay, so we're just gonna do the home. Which is fine. I didn't think of that. I actually didn't know that it reformed the obsidian pillars. But I guess that's how it places the things on the top, right? Okay, so let me just, you know what? This is, let's just put this stuff in here. What do we get here? More Enderdragon scales, a green heart, all kinds of stuff. More dragon scales. All right, good. So now I have that thing, and we can come over here and make our controller. And then we can finally set this up. So I need this and that. And then you need to come to one of them, place the shard, drop this, and turn it on. Bam, there we go. Now we got a factory controller for Enderdragon tier 4. So this one over here could have been just a tier 2. And we're gonna use these very last. So now let's see here if we can do all of this. Let me just get this back on the bar and send you back. And we won't need either one of these right now. Good. So I guess we'll just take all of this stuff out. This you guys can see how much stuff this is. Yeah, we can set this up first because... Oh, hello. Why am I getting this now? Weird. Anyways, so let's see if I can figure out how to do this here. So I think all we need to do is right-click. No. This is the intern. Builds the factory for you. Use on the factory heart. Which one of these is the heart? This is the controller. Controller. Heart. Which block is the heart-looking one? I think that's this one here. So that means I'm gonna have to put a block here. Let's get some dirt. Okay, will you stop doing that? Let's put this here. Okay, is it doing anything? Oh yeah. Yeah, right there. I see them. You guys see them getting placed? It does it row by row, and then I think later if you run out of blocks or anything, but I mean I double checked 3 times at minimum, probably more like 10 times, to make sure I made all the blocks to make the thing. It will actually tell you if you're missing something, and for us it will tell us that it cannot find a power cell importer and exporter because they're actually not part of this multi-block structure. They are above or below. Could have just built it in one swoop. Just sitting there right-clicking. I guess it's still better than having to place them, but... So how we looking? Okay, let's right-click this. No. Okay, let's right-click this down here. Can't. Okay, so how does this work again? Is this set to tier 4? Yes. It doesn't tell us that something is missing. Alright, so this left one is gonna be for the gas. So let's go ahead and put this controller here. And does it tell me anything on here? No. Let's try it with this hammer. There we go. I knew there was a way. So the regular yaw hammer is the one that actually tells you validating for factory 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So now it's going to tell us no power cell, no importer, and no exporter. So all the other blocks are correct. And this took me a very long time to figure out. A couple weeks ago, like I told you guys, when I actually played with Woot a little bit. And that is where to set this up. It was pretty crazy, in my opinion, how this worked. But I figured it out. So underneath or above. And I don't think it's allowed to touch. You can set this up. I don't know why there is so many noises today. Cars, rain, trains. Unbelievable how many things are happening here. So, and then we're gonna need a factory importer and a factory exporter. There we go. And now you guys see it formed. Now it is a full multi-block structure. And when we go up top and right-click this with the hammer, it says validating factory tier 4. It shows you where the power cell is, the importer, and the exporter. So we're done. Now we just need to give this power and the materials it needs to spawn a ghast. And I think right here we can open the interface. These are the drops that we're going to get. It's going to show us. I'm after the ghast tiers, right? And it does not need any ingredients. All it needs, holy moly. Oh, it only needs 330 RF a tick. I thought this was the number. But altogether, every 105,600 RF, it will spawn a ghast. And it takes 320 ticks, which is... what is that? 16 seconds? I think so, right? I think that's every 16 seconds. Yeah, it's going to spawn a ghast. So, I'm going to go ahead and set up the other one here real quick because you guys don't need to watch me right-click this block here for eternity. And, oh, I keep forgetting. I need to actually do it on the factory heart. We just did that. Will you stop? Just right-clicking it changes it. There we go. And let's put the factory heart on here. And I can... Actually, I don't need them because the building still works with this right here. I think it does. Yes, there it is. You can see them being placed actually instead of having that hologram. But let me go ahead and put this one together just like the other one. Okay, let's see if this forms. It did. Alright, so this one is formed. By the way, these right here are just decoration, but otherwise I have spawnable blocks right here. And I wanted to use something that matches the theme, right? So just don't get confused. These blocks are just from embers. They're not part of this. Let's go ahead and check what this will actually take. So this one here needs 6.24 million RF at 520 RF a tick, which is still not very much. And every 12,000 ticks. I'm gonna have to calculate that. Divided by 20, every 600 seconds. Wow, really? Every 10 minutes? Wow, okay. Which is fine, but we need to give it end crystals. Okay, it's gonna need 4, and we're gonna get dragon eggs, dragon's breath, dragon's hearts, which is really cool. And then this other stuff here. These shards I really don't need. But of course we can get these ticks down and so on. But before we upgrade this, I think we're going to go ahead and set it up first. So they actually start going, okay? So let's go ahead and get trans... Actually, we don't need that. No, we're just going to get 2 crates right there. And this is the exporter. So I think you can just put it directly underneath it. So the items are going to go into that. I think this auto pushes out. There's no GUI. And this one doesn't need any input. But this one does need input. So into this one here, we are going to get a... Let's get a drawer. And let's get some... translocators. Sure, let's use these. Okay, and we're gonna do that from the right side. So it needs to go into... What? I cannot place anything on these. What? Okay. So maybe I need to use a conduit? Can I place you here? Importer. Oh no, I think they automatically do that as well. I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't want it to be facing this way. You don't need to pump into these either, so we can just do this. Okay. And let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and make crystal. I should have enough to make 4 of these. Okay, let's get some stars. It's gonna make all these little ones first. I should have probably not queued that many, so let's do this again. I don't need the 100, let's just do 10 right now. Okay, and now we can go ahead and make one, of course, glass panes. Alright, so we got 4 of these. And if we put those into here, I think I need to turn it on first. All right, good. So let's go ahead and get... I am very surprised of the little power requirements per tick. That was actually one of my worries. Let's get 2 more. You and you. This is unlinked and unlinked. Okay. Well, I should be able to link them in this one. Right there. ID 1. Done. And we're gonna put this one. Let's put them towards the inside. That's fine. Alright, so turn this one on to out. Turn this one to out. And done. Okay, now we gotta go upstairs. And we have to get 2 levers. Wow. I'd like to make the other ones. Do I have the materials to make this? Nice. They just look a little bit nicer. And if I'm not mistaken, this just goes right there. And right there. So let's turn on the gas first. Right now. Okay, so the lever actually disables it. Okay, so this is already running. And you? Yes, it's also running. Now, I have no idea. It shows this here at 7%. I want to go downstairs and see if there's any more. Yes, there is. So it looks like it only uses... Not sure. There's still 4 in here. So I don't know when it actually spawns it, if it will use it up. And I want to see how many. So this one already happened. Okay. And I didn't get any items? What? Let's put it next to it and do the same over here. Hopefully this will work. I'm confused because we didn't get any materials here. Okay, so it just flipped over? Oh. Oh, no, this is just an overall charge. Okay. If you don't give it enough power, this bar, by the way, will not move up. So it happened again. So I should definitely have some items in here now. Yes, there we go. So apparently we don't get items every time. Interesting. So we definitely are going to have to make some upgrades for this. And you haven't happened yet, right? I really wanted to see. But, I mean, if the Enderdragon doesn't give us an egg every time. I don't even know what I need it for, guys. So I'm going to wait this out over here and then see if we'll get something. I'm really after the hearts and stuff. That is more important to me than the dragon eggs. Okay, so the Enderdragon spawned. And these are the drops that we got. And it used all 4 hearts. Okay. So now I want to finish this up. I did a lot of crafting, as you guys can see. We're going to use the efficiency, rate, looting, and mass upgrades. And I also crafted decapitate and XP1 upgrade, but only 1 set of each. I'm not going to be using those, but I wanted to finish these quests here. So I don't want to have to revisit this later on. And now I can actually get rid of these. Like I said, these are just going to give you more heads, and these actually give you XP, but I don't have use for either one of them. And I actually had to craft this book here, which is just a book and a rotten flesh. And it's the Woot guide. Thought I did that already, but I couldn't find it. And then here it shows you, efficiency. This upgrade decreases the power cost to run the factory, so that's a good thing to have. Looting, you get more loot. Mass, this upgrade spawns more mobs at a time. Higher tiers of this upgrade increases the number of mods. I have no idea if this is going to work on the Enderdragon. And then rate is, it decreases the time between mob spawns. So I think those are the ones that we want to go with. Let's put this away, and now I'm going to put an interface here, an ME interface. And I shouldn't have to wrench it in any direction. And we're going to tell this to keep us 4 of these end crystals supplied here, right? And I'm not going to put them in the system because I want to check if our crafting setup will work for this. And then what we're going to do that is we're going to take a crafting card and we're going to put that in the slot here. And then it should craft them and put them here. There we go. It crafted 4. So every time these 4 are getting used, it's going to make the next 4 and put them here. So that's how it should work. And now I can put these in the system and I can also get rid of this. And this. All right. And then the other thing is that down here, I don't think that we're going to have this stuff here kind of needs to be sorted out. We'll figure this out in a second. But like the Enderdragon stuff here, I don't think I'm always going to have this run, right? So when this is getting full or something, I'm going to turn this off. But I don't want to get this clogged up with loot bags. Actually, does this thing give us loot bags? I didn't even check. No. Okay, so that's good. But the gas does, right? Yes. Okay, so we only need to set this up on the gas. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to simply put a bag storage right here. And there is bags in here already. And we're going to just put an Enderdragon conduit here. Set this to insert. And then set this to always extract them. Because only bags can go in here. I don't need filters or anything, right? So we're only going to have regular loot in here. And I might pump this into the system because I do want the ghast here so I can get more of the crystals. So I guess I do need to get this in here. So then that would be priority 1. And then we're going to put an ME interface. I guess right here. It's getting a little bit crowded again down here. Yeah. I'm just gonna run this ME cable over here. That's fine. So I gotta get the cables again. I was just thinking if maybe I can tie the XNet in here. But then I would have to set up filters again. So we're simply gonna come to here. And then... how do I want to do this? Let's put the interface right there. And then put the conduit pablam. And because it has a lower priority, the items should all go into here. Yes. Okay. And as far as I know is I have the items all set up in storage drawers. So that should not be a problem. And we're going to just come up. Just like that. Okay. So now all of this, and I have to set this one here to shore height terminal. And I also need to make this one shore height and terminal. And also this one, I forgot that earlier. No, I don't, because this one is actually something I could put patterns in here. Okay. So this setup is done. Okay, and this, I think that we have everything. Okay, so I made a second one because I thought this is going to have loot bags too, and I didn't want to run that all over the place. So let's go ahead and set up our upgrades upstairs and then give this a try. So let's check here real quick. So this is efficiency, I think, is the power. 105,330 ticks. The ticks shouldn't go down, but the RF cost should go down. Whoa. Oh, okay. Why can I not click you? Only with an empty hand. Okay. So now I only need 74,000 RF a tick. And the ticks went down, didn't they? 249. 282. Cool. So the efficiency also makes it faster. Okay. And let's set up the same over here. I just want to compare these numbers. So this one is a lot. 6.2 million. Of course, the tick should go down as well because it needs less. Okay, it didn't go down that much. But the power is really not the problem, right? The one that I'm after the most is the 12,000 ticks, which is the rate. I think the rate is the one. So let's check here. I go with 1. It went down to 9,600 tick. 6,000 ticks. All the way into 3,000 ticks. So that is every 2.5 minutes. So that is pretty cool. And let's put the same one over here. Rate is every 320 ticks. It formed. Every 80 ticks. Every 4 seconds. We're gonna get a lot of gas tiers. Okay, and let's do the next one. This is looting. That is something that I can't really tell what it's... Well, that's the wrong way. The lowest one always needs to be the bottom. I guess this one will only... Time will tell how much more loot we're getting, right? There's not really any way of seeing this in numbers. But I am sure it's going to be a lot more. And then the last one is the mass upgrade. Now this one is going to be interesting. This should go up. It shows gas times 1. Gas times 2. I'm going to get 3. No, 4. 6 ghasts. Wow. And the dragon, oh my god. So 1. I'm very interested in this one. 2. Don't tell me we're going to have 6 dragons every 2.5 minutes. We will. And I'm hoping that it will only still take 4 crystals, right? I don't think that it should go up. So let's go ahead and kick these back on, because I did have them turned off. So yeah, now every 2.5 minutes. And let's turn this on. I'm going to have 6 ghasts. Boom. Oh my god. We need to look down here real quick and turn this off. The extract. Active with signal. I want to see the loot that we're getting. 23 gas tiers. 36 gas tiers. 45 gas tiers. Oh my god. This is amazing. How many gas tiers we're getting. Alright, always active. Can this conduit keep up with this? Oh boy, I don't think it can. At Ender.io, is there a speed upgrade for conduit? I think there is. Basic item filter, limited. These are all filters. There we go. Extract speed upgrade. Wow, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off real quick because this is an unfair test. If I make this real quick. And I think they stacked, if I remember right. Where was this? Right here. Do I have the mats for this? No, what am I missing? I need some electric steel. Which I don't have automated yet. Alright, so I'm gonna have to set up a pattern for this real quick. Alright, so now we got 8 of these. Hopefully this is going to be enough. And put them in here. Oh. Max speed upgrade is 15. But let's see if 8 is enough. If not, I'll make 7 more. It seems to be just enough. No. Okay, let me get 5 more. At Ender. Actually, I said 15. I put 8. I need 7 more. Let's just go with the max amount. That is totally fine. Alright, there's 7 more. I don't know, it's like pausing. Is there a problem here? Why is this not just continuously sucking out items? Well, it seems to be keeping up for now. And I'll keep my eye on this. We'll see. And right here. We have 1165. And let's check over here. What? So are you telling me seriously that if I spawn 6 dragons at a time that I need 6 times as many of these? I wonder if it's going to tell us up there. Yeah, it's showing question mark. Whoa, this went up to 6,284 RF a tick. Is it night? No. What is happening? Oh, because it can only pull out, but we're empty too. This is still full, but it can only take 5,000. And that's probably what's causing it. Okay, let's see if we can fix this one as well. Mechanism. Yeah, let's use these. That doesn't matter. How much do they run? 5,000. Okay, I don't want that. Oh, actually, it's enough because every side can only do 5,000. No, let's go with conduits. Let's take these guys here. They also are 5,000. Okay. So let's do this one to the right. Output. And now it's filling again because I'm actually giving it 10,000. 5,000 from the bottom and 5,000 from the right. And if I do the same over here. Let's do it in the back. It's going to be the same. So now this should actually be filling. Because we're making more power than this. Yes, okay. And it looks like I need to up this to 12. So, actually 6. So that means 24 crystals. Okay. So I'm going to need crystals. There's 4. And so that means I need another 16. Okay, that should craft quite quickly. Taking so long. Alright, so that is 20, and I can take the 4 out of here. And then update this to 24. There we go. So now, the next time this dragon, it should be working. Hopefully that question mark is gone now. Yes, it is. So let's check here. So we're almost done. Let's go downstairs and see if we get multiple dragon eggs. Yes. We got 6 dragon eggs, 6 hearts, and a lot of draconium dust. That is super, super awesome. I might possibly run an interface to over here, but that means I'm going to let this fill up, and then between episodes, I'll set up drawers for all these items. So this can just run endless, right? I want to make sure that nothing can overflow here, even though I don't know what happens if this is actually full, but we'll see. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. We got a lot done. I'm very happy about this. It's going to be an awesome screenshot. And I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.